Hi. In previous videos, I showed you how to build your code into a Docker image using Cloud 66 Skycap, and how to build a Kubernetes single server deployment and host your app on AWS using Cloud 66 Maestro. In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn your single server Kubernetes deployment to a cluster. To build a cluster, first we need a load balancer. Cloud 66 Maestro supports all native load balancers you have available on your cloud provider. In this example, I deployed my stack to AWS, so Maestro is going to set up and configure an ELB, AWS's native load balancer, for me. If your cloud provider doesn't support load balancers, Maestro will build and configure an HA proxy instead. Once we have the load balancer in place, we can scale up our Kubernetes. Choose the size of the second server and see if you would like to change any of the additional options available. Now you have a 2-server Kubernetes cluster. As you can see, the first server is still running all the 10 containers, while the second one hasn't picked up any load. Let's scale up our containers. This will deploy some containers on the second server. Here you can see that my second server is running 14 of the 20 containers we want. The first server is running 6 of those 20. This is because my first server is running MySQL and Redis as well as the containers. One of the nice features on Maestro is the ability to switch your Kubernetes master node to shared or dedicated on the fly. By switching the Kubernetes master node to dedicated master, we are not going to run any containers on it, increasing the reliability of our cluster. Once the master node is switched to dedicated, I can redeploy my app. Here you can see that the second node is running all of the 20 containers, while the master node is not taking any of the container loads.